In today's Diecast review, we're taking a look at one of the most unusual all-star paint schemes from Bristol last year. Here's Justin Haley's, well, his only Cup Series diecast ever produced thus far. Howdy, Jenny folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and I tell you what, man, we got one of the coolest paint schemes to come out of the 2020 Bristol All-Star race, and I have some very interesting opinions I'll be talking about with this car later in the video. But I gotta say, man, this is one paint scheme that you really gotta stay tuned to check out because it is so unusual, and it's quietly becoming one of the most popular releases from 2020. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get Justin Haley's first ever Cup Series diecast right out of the box. Here she is, folks, brand new out of the box, and whoa, man, look at this freaking paint scheme. Now, this car, believe it or not, was actually offered in the clean version. It was also offered in the All-Star version. Well, the All-Star one got produced, not the clean version, but this diecast, being the first ever Justin Haley Cup car, is quietly becoming very, very popular. And I tell you what, if you haven't picked up this diecast, I highly recommend you do over there at Circle B Diecast and Plan B Sales. Heck, use that promo code Diecastbuffet, fellas. Anything NASCAR merchandise, apparel, diecast, 164s, 124s, heck, even replica helmets, anything $20 or more, you get free shipping. So all your NASCAR merchandise needs, go over there to Circle B Diecast, and you'll be glad you did, because I tell you what, it's cheaper than anywhere else to get it online, I promise you that. So anyways, we got Fraternal Order of Eagles. Look, I ain't got a Noah's Ark clue what the biff that is, but we got a bird on the hood. That's pretty cool. Go over to the nose of this car. I like this little blue stripe right here. Very unorthodox. Got the number 77, Lincoln Welders 3M, Sunoco, Chevrolet bow tie. Go over to the left side of this diecast, and this paint scheme is really interesting. And honestly, if you kind of just ignore the sides of this car, this is a fantastic Coke 600 or patriotic 4th of July paint scheme. Now, like I said, they did offer the normal number 77 version of this car. That got canceled, unfortunately. But with this being the first ever Justin Haley diecast, regardless if it's got the goofy numbers on it, it's going to hold its way, I think, in the future. I think this is going to be a diecast that a lot of people are going to wish they picked up because it is the first Justin Haley car ever produced. Now, if they overproduce it, then guess what? You know, what can you do? But with this being the first ever Justin Haley diecast, I tell you what, I would pick this one up. You got the F.O.E, or yeah, F.O.E, whatever they call it, .com. You got 77 right there, NASCAR Salutes, Cup Series, Goodyear. You got Justin Haley right there, which is very unusual to see that font right there over the dome. Very interesting. No B-post decals there. Got Champion once again. And the whole paint scheme, if you really think about it, it's kind of a bird wing. If you think about it, it's kind of like a bird wing. Kind of shoots up right here. Kind of have that tapered pattern to it. And it's almost like another wing right here that kind of shoots up with a very, very nice patriotic stars and stripes pattern. I like how there's no red stars on the white stripes, but on the red stripes, there's white stars. Very clever. And this, to me, looks freaking fantastic besides the paint chips and all that good jazz. But I love how they absolutely, they kind of cut off the back end of the car. And they just put it with a straight black back end of the car. I like that. How you kind of have the bright white and red that kind of tapers up to the deck lid. But it cuts off just for the back bumper. Really like that. Looks really good over here on the diecast. So you got the Camaro logo right there. ZL1 1LE. Very, very sharp looking car. Got a little bit of a paint chip right there, or some type of clear coat issue there. Not too sure what's going on there. Fraternal Order of Eagles right there once again. 77 Chevrolet. Very, very nice looking diecast right there. Got the black spoiler, of course. Very, very sharp looking car. You can see the gloss right there as well on the back tailgate here. That is very, very cool. Over here to the right side of this diecast, we got a little bit of a, what is it, a decal nuance there, but we got a little bit of some contingencies. I didn't even notice this, fellas. We got Wix air filters. Looks like, what is it? Sherwin-Williams Mobile 1 for, no, not, yeah, that's Freightliner. I can't read that top one, but I see mechanics wear as well. I think that's a little bit of a paint chip there. The car is painted black, though, so I don't know why there's a blue kind of a smear there, unless that was part of the blue decal here and it kind of chipped off. But either way, I could probably get it off with a toothpick. But I just really like this paint scheme, fellas. Like, it's so simple, it's very modern, but I just feel like it's a simple, modern type of look to it. This thing would have looked so freaking good, yo, with the big 77 on the side. That would have looked really, really nice. And you go over here to the dome of this diecast, and, you know, this Sunday, it's actually pretty cool. The 77 car in the Drivers Cup Series, which is the most unscripted, most original diecast racing series on YouTube, right? The season finale is this Sunday. Well, guess what? This 77 car is not driven by Chastain, right? Or in this case, Justin Haley. It's actually driven by Reed Sorensen, and he won a Drivers Cup Series race at Richmond earlier this season. Well, anyways, he could win the championship on Sunday, so that's going to be really interesting to see if that car can do it. It's unscripted racing, it's not downhill racing, it's not, you know, stop motions, it's literally unscripted oval diecast racing, full 40 car fields. It is a load of fun. I just noticed something. The Cup Series banner is a little bit off-center there. You can see how the bow tie here and the bow tie here are in the corners, with the Cup Series banners walking the dog up the hill there. So go up to the dome of the diecast. Get the number 77 there. You can't see a little bit of a, I don't know what that is with the clear coat. A little bit of a fog, I guess you could call it. Got the 77, very vintage. And I tell you what, man, those Corey LaJoie 2021 diecasts, I cannot wait to get some of those. You get the Fraternal Order of Eagles, the Eagles, right there on the roof flaps. You got Justin Haley's, you know, Haley right there on the back window. And you got the F.O.E.com logo again on the deck plate. So, this is one of the most unusual paint schemes of the All-Star bunch, you know. Y'all know how I feel about the All-Star diecast. I'm a big fan of middle door numbers. I'm not a fan of moving the numbers back. That's just me. The one little interesting thing I noticed, so earlier this week, or really last week, Austin Dillon announced his All-Star paint scheme. Now, I don't know if this is just for the show car, but his All-Star paint scheme literally had the number in the middle. No, it wasn't moved back, it wasn't moved forward. It was literally the same number 3 you would see on his primary Cup car the week prior. So, I'm kind of curious, are they going to do the All-Star numbers like, you know, normal, where it's like in the middle, or are they going to move the numbers back? I don't know, but he did a huge promotion up there at Texas Motor Speedway, which I freaking missed that track so much. I really hope to God I can go back there eventually this year. But it kind of makes me wonder if the All-Star cars are going back to, well, normal. I certainly hope so. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing some diecast reviews every day, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can stay tuned for some more NASCAR diecast content every day. And I think this diecast is still in stock over there at Circle B Diecast, so if you want to, go ahead and pick this thing up. And without further ado, Diecast Buffet. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there. We got a freaking bird on the door. Signing off.